Let's proceed with illustration 2. We have the non-interest bearing note. This is another example. So you have on January 1, 2020, an entity sold an equipment with a cost of 250,000 for 400,000. This time, there is a down payment. Di ba tong previous kay wala siya down payment? And then, the balance is a non-interest bearing note for 300,000 payable in equal installment of 100,000 every December 31. The prevailing rate of interest is 10%. Although, na ay rate diri mention, but this is not the stated rate. Pag mayroon siyang prevailing interest rate, it means it's the effective rate. And pag mag-effective rate, ganita. So, mag-compute yun taog present value. So you have the prevailing interest rate is 10%. The present value of an ordinary annuity of 1 for 3 periods is 2.4869. We can compute the unearned interest by comparing the face value of the note and the present value of the note. Balik ta sa itong previous problem ha. Okay? Kung saan pagkuha niya sa pikas nga problem, unearned interest income is the face value and deducted by the present value, which is the cash sales price. But this time, you need to get the present value of the note. So that is, i-multiply itong factor, 2.4869 by 100,000, which is the annual payment of our buyer. Dili itong 300 ha, 100. Kay nag-annuity man ta tungod kay installment. Kung di pa ni siya installment, dili na to kuhaon ng annuity. Meaning, dili na to minusan og 1, nya divide by the rate. Wala to siya nga step. Automatic, kung unsay na compute na to sa third year, di ba katong 0.7513, mo to siya i-multiply na to largo sa 300,000 kung daily installment. Okay? Balik ha. Kung di pa ni siya installment, ang 300,000 is bayaran after 3 years, dili ordinary annuity atong gamiton because the ordinary annuity is used for installment payments. And why is it that there's an installment payment, ma'am? Because according to the problem, there's 3 annual equal installments of 100,000. That's why we use ordinary annuity. Again, if the problem is not installment, if the payment for the 300,000 will happen after 3 years, dili ordinary annuity ang gamiton. Ang gamiton, present value of 1, which is in the computation nato earlier, di ba? Ato naman to siyang gi-compute, di ba? Ang third period nga present value factor of 1 is 0.7513. Maunay i-multiply sa 300,000 kung dili installment. But since installment siya, ang gamiton 2.4869. But you multiply it with the annual installment and not on the principal. Nga 300. Okay? So the difference is your unearned interest income, which is 51,310. Okay? Next is okay, so you now know the unearned interest income. Pag makabalo na ta sa unearned interest income, dali na ni siya ning entry. Pwedeng dili na ni nato computon. Okay? Again, pwedeng dili na ni siya computon para dili magdibog-libog. Okay, so ngani. Pila man tong atong na-receive nga money? Di ba na down payment si buyer? So, debit ta og cash, 100,000. Unsa pa at other nga na-receive nato when we sold the equipment? Di ba we receive a non-interest bearing note for 300,000? So, that's why you need to debit note receivable. Okay, so di ba debit is what we receive. What did we give in return? So, manatong gihatag. We give up the equipment, which is 250,000. Mao ni siya. This is the cost. And i-credit na to ang unearned interest income. Di ba gi-compute mo to siya? 51,310. That's why akong giingon ganiha, pwede dili na ni nato siya computon. Basta kay naka-compute na tag unearned interest income. So, credit. So, we have two credits as of now, 250 and 51,310. And the balancing figure, kaning gi-compute dire, automatic mo na siya ang gain on sale. Para dili na ta mag-compute aning taas-taas lang ni siya, di ba? Nga pwede raman kuhaon ang balanse. Ang balanse 98,690, that's automatic the gain on sale, okay? Para dili maglabad atong nga daghan pa kayog i-compute. So, pwede ra ang entry na lang ato ang basihan. Okay, so again, you debit what did you receive, that's cash, and the note receivable, you credit what you have given in return, so that's equipment, and you already computed the unearned interest income. So the balancing figure here would be the gain. Ma'am, what if ang credit ang mas dako kaysa sa debit? Kani magod siya kay 400,000. Unya kung i-sum up nimo ang 250 and katong 51, so that's 250 plus 51, 310, that's 301. Diba? So, naa siya, mas dako ang debit kaysa credit. So, the balancing figure is in the credit side. That's why there's a gain. But what if mambali? Ang balancing figure kay nasa debit kay mas dako ang credit kaysa sa debit. So, that would be a loss on sale. Okay? So, again, totalo nimo ang debit o gatong credit, assuming nga wala pa ning gain, ha, wala pa ning gain. So ang total ana niya 251 at 250 plus 51 310, that's 301 310. So mas labaw ang debit kaysa credit. So ang balancing figure niya, ang balanse, ang kulang nasa credit nga side. So kung sa credit side ang balanse, that's a gain on sale. If ang balancing figure nasa debit, that's a loss on sale. And it happens na loss on sale kung mas dako ni nga credit kaysa sa debit. Okay? So let's proceed. Number 2, record the first installment collection. So debit cash, credit note, receivable. Same with the previous problem. And to record the interest income, this time we're not using the outstanding balance method, but we will be using this one, the effective interest method. And how do we get this one? The first date here would be the date of the transaction. That's January 1. Then there would be 4 additional columns aside from the date. So annual collection, interest income, principal, present value. Okay, so what would be the first item that you're going to place here? The present value. And how do we compute this one? Kani siya, di ba? Itong 100,000 times 2.4869. Next is, you can now plot the dates. When will the buyer pay the installment? Every December 31. Ma'am, what if ang gibutang kay January 1 for each year? For example, January 1, 2021, January 1, 2022. Yan na. So, ang date po nimo is January 1 po. Okay? Muna yung butang nimo diha. Next is, you place here the annual collection. Since every year is 100,000, so you place here from December 31, the first payment date, nga 100,000. Second payment date, 2021, 100,000. And the third payment date, the last one, 100,000. So, pwede na nimong i-plot larko. Kani ang sunod. Unsa ni siya pagkuha? That's equivalent to the present value here, 248,690 times the 10% nga prevailing interest. So, 248,690 times 10%, that is your interest income for year 1. Anong year 1 man siya, ma'am? Because January 1, 2020 man ang transaction and ang first payment kay December 31, 2020. So, that's 1 year. Diba? 1 year na siya. 248,690 times 10%, that's 24,869. Ang principal here is a deduction between the annual collection and the interest. So, ang remaining nga amount, ang difference, that's 75,131, that will pertain to the principal. Remember my explanation earlier? Even if it is non-interest bearing note, there is still interest and it is included in the face amount. And what is the face amount of our note? It's 300,000, which is divided into 3 years, which is 100 per year. So, ang sud sa 300,000 o sud sa 100,000 nga kada tuig, naa siya'y interest, naa siya'y principal. And ang interest portion is kaning 24,869 for year 1, 17,356 sa year 2, and 9,085 sa year 3. Okay, and the remaining amount after you deduct the interest would be your principal. Okay, so 100,000 minus 24,869, so that's 75,131. And what are you going to do with this one? You will deduct it from 248,690. So 248,690 minus 75,131, that would be 173,559. So 248,690 minus 75,131, that's 173,559. And same process, multiply 173,559 times 10%, you will get 17,356. So rounded off. And again, you deduct. The answer would be 82,644. And this one will be deducted from 173,559. You will get 90,915. And since this would be the last payment for the principal that we're going to receive, you copy it directly sa principal. Okay? Dili na kinahanglan nga i-multiply pa nimo og 10% and then you get the difference and you will get the answer. Dili na. Inaog siya dayon and then you work back. Okay, naog ang 90,915 and kuhaon nimo ang difference sa 100 og 90,915. Diri ka mag-adjust sa 9,085. Again, kung last period na ang sunod, just bring down the remaining present value and you deduct it from the annual collection and kani ang adjusting amount, 9,085. Okay? So, therefore, sa 2021, mag-entry na sad og cash, 100,000, credit note receivable, 100,000, and then unearned interest income, this time 17,356, and credit interest income, 17,356. Okay? So, yun ana siya. If you like this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated with the latest video lessons. Thank you for watching.